Children, look at this picture. What do you observe in this? These are there are if you can observe the lines in this, these are the two lines, right? These two lines, do they intersect each other? Do they meet each other? Are they meeting at a point? Yes, they are meeting at this point, right? Correct. Let's see some more images. See here, this is the root of tree. Can you see so many lines and they all are meeting each other at a point, different point, right? You can observe here they are meeting here. These the small rootlets, right? Children, it's said to say you that this is the root of the tree which is fallen down due to rain in our school campus. But you can find out maths here also. There are many lines and they are they are meeting at a point, and this point of meeting of two line is called a point of intersection. It's called point of intersection, and such kind of lines are called intersecting line. Okay, let me show you one more pic. You can see here this is a broom, right? Here so many lines are there and they all lines are meeting at a point. Okay, these so many lines are meeting at a point, correct? So these all are called intersecting lines. One more pic for you. Children, can you observe the intersecting lines here? Right here all these are intersecting lines, correct? So, and the point where they meet is called point of intersection. Here the point of intersection is these. Okay, there are so many point of intersection because they are meeting at that point here, and the two lines like this are meeting. Now children, if the two lines meet, when the two lines meet they form an angle, right? Now here which type of angle are you observing in these two? Is this is an acute angle that you can see, right? Now let me show you, children, you can see the lines here. Each a midrib is there and the leaves are rise from here. Here the two lines are meeting at and form obtuse angle here specially, right? They are forming with each other. These two lines are forming obtuse angle with each other. These two lines are forming obtuse angle, they meeting at a point. Okay, but this line is forming an acute angle. Okay, so that's how they meet. When the two lines meet, or when the two lines intersect, they intersect at an angle. Now what do you say if the two lines intersect at right angle? What do you say when the two lines intersect each other at a right angle? Can you see here this line is, these lines are intersecting each other. Okay, if you say this is L, this is M, and this is N, so L is intersecting N at right angle, and M is intersecting N as also at right angle. Okay, so such lines L and N or M and N are called intersecting line. To show that the intersection, the symbol that we are using is this. What do we call it? Perpendicular lines. So L is perpendicular to N, M is perpendicular to N. But what can you say about L and M? L और M दोनों intersect कर रहे हैं एक दूसरे को. But we can say L and M do not intersect each other, and these kind of lines are called lines which do not intersect each other. Okay, are the parallel lines. We'll talk more about parallel lines afterwards. Let's first talk about what is transversal. Okay, children, have you been ever visited to railway station? You must have seen these railway tracks there. Can you find lines and the intersecting line and transversal? Let's find out, right? So if we take these two as lines, then this is the transversal because it intersects at two distinct points. Okay. Similarly, you can find some other lines and transversal. If you take these two lines, right, then this is the transversal. This is also the transversal, correct? Right? Here also these two lines and this is the transversal. Okay, these two lines and this is the transversal. Understand? So that's how you can find here. If you take these two tracks, then these two are transversal, and if you take these two tracks are like this, then this is the transversal. Get it? Okay, so that's how wherever you go. Okay, if we take these two tracks here, okay, नीचे जो wooden है उसको लेंगे तो this two are lines and this is the transversal and this is also transversal. So basically here also you can see these two are lines and this is the transversal. Okay, right? So that's how wherever you go you are able to find the lines, angles, as I say, and now you are able to find out the transversal as well. Let's take a look at the another picture. This is the gate you can find somewhere in the garden. Here also these are all lines, right? These are all line segments, rather we can say. This is the transversal. Let me change the color of transversal. This is the transversal, correct? Here this is also a transversal and this is also a transversal. Get it? So that's how you are able to find out the lines and its transversal. Transversal means which intersect the two lines at two distinct points. If we take these two lines, right, and these line is intersect these two line at these two distinct points, and therefore this line is transversal of these two lines. Understand? See children, this is my uncle's house gate. Okay, I want you to label transversal here. Okay, so I will put this I will post the pic of this and you will mark the transversal here. I will do one for you. Okay, I am taking these two as line, correct, and these line as transversal. You have to mark and find out the transversal. Okay, right? Yes, here you can say if you take these two as line, then these all are transversal, correct? So you have to mark in this way. So this is homework for you. Children, as we have observed earlier in the figure, the line which intersect the given two lines at in two distinct points is called transversal of that given lines. Okay, here if I name this line as L, this is M and this is P, then P is the transversal of L and M, correct? Understand? Now let me draw one more figure. This is line P, this is line L, and this is line M. Now children, tell me, in this, which line is transversal? Is it P, is it L, or is it M? Is there any transversal in this figure? What do I say? What is transversal? Transversal is a line that intersects two or more lines at a distinct point. Okay, here if we talk about L, you can see these lines intersect M and P at a single point. If P intersect M and L at a single point, right, and M intersect L and P at a single point. So here neither of any line, okay, intersect any the other two line at two distinct point. Okay, they meet at one single point, and thus here none of this, neither L, neither P, neither M, any of these three is transversal. Okay, none of these is transversal. Correct? Understand? So for a transversal, it is very important that it should cut the given two line at two distinct point. Let me draw one more. Let us take line L, right, and let me take line M, and let me draw this. Okay, so do you think which line is transversal here? L, M or O? Is it L, is it M or O? Let me take one more S here. Now tell me, is L transversal of S and O? Is L transversal of S and O? See here, the point of intersection is this. So, and it does not intersect S and O at a two distinct point. So L is not the transversal of S and O. Is S is transversal of M and L, or say O and L? No, because you can see the line S intersect L and O at one single point. So no two distinct points. So S is not transversal of L and O. But if I say, is S transversal of M and L? So here, yeah, if I extend M, it can be L at a different point and M at a different point. So S is the transversal of L and M. Similarly, if I talk about O, you can see it intersect M at a different point and L at a different point, and therefore O is the transversal of L and M. So children, keep in mind this thing. For a transversal, it is very important that it should cut the given two lines at two distinct points. Children, can you tell me which line is transversal? Is it R? Is it R, P or Q? See here, if we talk about R intersect only Q. Correct? P intersect only Q. But Q intersect R and P at two distinct points, and therefore we can say Q is the transversal of R and P. I hope you are now clear about transversal. Now let's talk about angles made by transversal. Children, now let us understand angles made by transversal. If we take this line L, this line as M, and this line, which is line P, intersect L and M at two distinct points, then P is the transversal. Now here you can see there form 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. How many angles are formed? 8 angles are formed. Correct? So okay, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Okay, so here I have marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Right? 8 angles are formed. Children, you can see angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are outside the lines M and L. Okay, and therefore these are exterior angles. What are they called? Exterior angle. Okay, then 3, 4, 5 and 6 are inside the two line, and therefore they are interior angle. What are they called? Interior angles. Now here children, if we take one exterior and leave the neighboring interior and take the next interior, so this is 1 and 5. If we take these two and make a pair, they form a pair of corresponding angle. What do they form? Pair of corresponding angle. Similarly, if we take this exterior angle and one interior angle which is next to this, so they form pair of corresponding angle. So 1 5 2 4, right? Similarly 7 3 8 4, they are forming pair of corresponding angle. Okay, if we then take 3 and 6 are interior angle, but they are on the either side of the transversal, and therefore they are called alternate interior angle. What are they called? They are called alternate interior angle. Similarly 5 and 4 also on the either side of the transversal opposite side of the transversal, and therefore they are called alternate interior angle. Similarly 2 and 7, okay, they are exterior angle, but both are at the either side of the transversal, and therefore they are exterior alternate angle. And 1 and 8 is also exterior alternate angle. Okay, and now let's talk about 3 and 5. 3 and 5, they both are interior angle, and this is the transversal, they are on the same side of transversal, so they are called interior angle, pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal. The another pair is 4 and 6. 4 and 6 also interior angle on the same side of transversal. Understand? So here these are the 8 angles such form, and they, so 2 and 6 is what kind of angle? They are, yes, corresponding angle. You can see they have different vertices. Here the vertices, suppose if I give name to this as x, y is the transversal, right? And intersecting point is M and N. The lines are AB and CD. This angle X, M and B. M is the vertex
and
of
how
angle
they
2.
do
So M,
related to each other.
X, M and B, that is angle 2, and 6 is angle M. See, this is the angle. Please keep in mind this thing. This is the angle which is formed. So the vertices are either you can take X, N and D, or you can take M, N and D. Okay, you can take X, N and D also, or you can take either M, N and D. Understand? So here the vertex is M. Here the vertex is M. Corresponding angles always have different vertices. Okay, let's see 3 and 7. Here also the vertices are different. These are also corresponding angles. Similarly 4 and 8. Okay, these are the pair of corresponding angle. Understand? Okay, 1 and 5, 3 and 7, 2 and 6. Okay, so these are the pair of corresponding angles.